So I was going to have a video up for you guys. I was going to start filming today and have it up by tomorrow. But we had a tornado today. And I can't really get my car in the shop to put on the dyno because this beautiful situation has occurred. I mean, is that not like really freaking cool though? Like, look at that waterfall. That is beautiful. But yeah, well, I thought that was pretty cool to show. So now we'll get on to tuning the car. Yeah, it's snowing right now. I know in the last video I left off, I was like, hey, we had a tornado. Now, a day later, it's snowing. So I haven't had a lot to do in terms of modifications lately. I've been trying to save money so I can get some more serious stuff for the car. But yeah, today we're gonna go a little bit more in depth in the tuning and kind of show you what's up, because we want to take a look into third and fourth gear like by themselves instead of just having one tune for the entire gear range. So yeah, I'm gonna help Nate throw her up on the dyno right now.
Are we pretty much straight?
No, you need to come this way. On my board of things to do, like things to get done for this year, a good tune was like the first one for this car. So like that doesn't mean just throwing it up there and tuning it once, you know, getting it to make a lot of power, because power is not the main goal here. The main goal is to have it be drivable and have it be functional while still making a decent amount of power, and having it be functional in more than just fourth gear, or more than just tuning it for fourth gear, and you know, having it run one specific tune and one adjustment for the entire power band, or in the entire, like, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm not good with words. We have another project going on here. This is what I can show you. It's pretty cool. This bad boy right over here. That's a big turbo for one of our Veloster ends that comes in here. It would be on the lift right now, but right now Mark's car is hogging the lift. So yeah. Actually, what happened with this car was he was driving it. He did a pull, and the intake manifold split because he runs 100% meth. And this is actually, I don't know if you've seen any of my older videos. This is actually that world record power for the stock block Hyundai Elantra. It made 397 wheel horsepower, and I forgot how much torque, but yeah, he was driving down the road, did a pull, let off, and basically meth pooled inside of here, and all the valves were open in there, and it let a small flame come through the intake manifold, and it ignited whatever meth was still in here, and it exploded, and it cracked all this stuff and broke a bunch of shit, and it was really bad. So he's got a new intake manifold, and I thought this car was going to be fixed by tomorrow, or yesterday, but I can't believe it's actually snowing right now. This is so dumb. I moved from Connecticut to South Carolina. We had a tornado yesterday, and now it's snowing. I thought Connecticut's weather was bipolar. Warm up first. You gotta get to about 175 degrees before you can do a pull. Ow, that hurt. Hey, that looks really smooth over there. That looks... Oh, stop it. Hey. okay, so we're still on the Hot Boy tune then, because we made 359 foot-pounds of torque and 265 horsepower. We aren't on an E30 mix this time. We're on an E20 mix right now. And that's not even for power gains. We don't tune for that. That's just to like keep all of our limiters from being upset. So what's our first step in tuning for different gears? Like, if you could explain that to everybody so they can understand.
There's torque request by gear in this car. First and second gear are truncated for boost, but we already raised those limits. But you want to test it like maybe third, fourth, and fifth gear on the dyno. We'll watch how power does in each gear, and then we'll also data log it, and so we'll see what boost pressure does in each gear as it comes, so we'll know if there's problems in a certain gear. Just looking at the requests though, but everything else seems fine. It's about 23 psi down to 14 up top.
Okay.
Still hitting the insufficient fuel way up top.
Yeah.
But fuel pressure drops like 200 psi, so that would explain that.
Okay. All right. Well, words from the expert. Basically, that is why we're tuning for different gears right now. We want to get this car running as efficiently as possible. So, in order to do that, at least when you're tuning a car, you gotta mess with boost by gear and, you know, get it to make its peak performance at every point. Sitting in the wizard's chair. All right, so another thing that we're doing, another thing that we're gonna be doing that I just decided right now is making my exhaust pops a little less AK-47E and a little bit more like one single nice pop, like also near like chipped points and stuff. So I'm gonna go into here. I'm gonna do 11 here all the way around. Okay, cool. That's just 11, and then I'll throw like a 9 in there. I'll do 9.75 because I don't want to go that spicy. I'll do 11.15. That's 15. All right, and at 4,000, I don't want anything above 5,000, or actually I do. All right, if I was gonna shift, I would shift at like 5,200, I believe, or 5,500. So let me change this to 8, or actually we'll do 7. Yeah, we'll do 7. 70. All right, so that's a lot. That's a lot of the pop ripped to my exhaust. Now you have to do this for every single map here. All of these, I don't know if you can see these. I'll zoom in here, but all of these little maps, you gotta do it for each one. So we're gonna copy it, paste it. Oh, also real quick, don't do this. I just have to say it. I really have to say it, don't do this. I have Nate here. He's a professional. I'm not, but he's right here. He's teaching me. He's supervising me, so don't do this by yourself, because you could potentially mess something up in an irreversible way. I just made 1,000, blew it in your face. I've been going in, I'ma close the case. I can't wait no more, man, I gotta blow today. Popping on the west side, cause it's why I stay. Now that that's done, Nate's gonna get into the more important stuff. I'ma close the case. I can't wait no more, man, I gotta blow today. Alright, well, changing it for round 2. I told Nate to give her a little bit of sauce near 3,000 let off, because I want to see if there are any immediate differences. Huh? Oh, fan. Si, senor. So, after we get the tune done, that's when we get into a little bit more of like performance modifications. Maybe a little different. I mean, I can notice like a few more pops, but not anything. Alright. Let's see the numbers. Okay, alright, that's wow, okay, you actually made more horsepower and less torque, which I'm actually happy about. So now we've got the torque at 320. Oh! We're at 328 torque and 268 wheel horsepower now. So we're trying to make everything a little bit less powerful, actually. I don't really want all that sauce, because at the end of this build, poor girl, I'm really sorry to say it, but I'm selling her. So this car will eventually be up for sale, and we could either keep the spicy tune on it, we could give you the stock tune, it's whatever. This car will be a completely different car throughout the next year to come. I'm just going to take my time with it. There's a lot of other videos I want to make, even though performance mods and modifying my car is the most fun I have when I film my car. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's going to be in the works for this, including a wrap, so the color will be different. But yeah, we can either sell it like that, we could give it to whoever buys it like that, or if they want it just to be completely back to stock. I have all the stock parts, I keep everything, so we could just completely turn it back to stock, and I'll just offer, you know, I'll offer the modifications like for a few extra bucks, nothing crazy, just, you know. I do plan on spending a good amount of money on this car before I get rid of it, so I'd like to get a little bit back, but obviously you lose money every time you buy a car, so.
The 270 is really good for a stock turbo.
Yeah.
We're not adjusting this for the E20 that's in there. So in terms of timing, we're adjusted so that the fuel pressure runs properly, but in terms of timing, it's stock timing right now.
Yeah, so we're not trying to like completely make the car, make us, you know, squeeze as much power out of it, because like I said, I'm going to be selling the car, so.
We're just running it for safety mainly.
Yeah, so I need it to stay safe, because that's kind of what I want to do with the channel. I had some very nice advice from a fellow YouTuber, to, you know, on what he thinks might be a good idea for my channel, and I kind of agree. It's what I wanted to do anyways. I just, you know, I didn't really think of it seriously then, so I'm gonna start doing that now. So yeah, she will be eventually up for sale. I needed to come in the office for a second because it's freezing back there, as you can tell by my red nose. But yeah, like I said a minute ago, the car will eventually be for sale. It's so I can kind of reach more people and connect with more communities. Like the Focus ST community is pretty small in my opinion, just from seeing it on Instagram and on Facebook. I don't know, what would you guys think would be a cool next car? I know I've had a lot of people on my Instagram tell me WRX, and I mean, I would need to buy a vape first, but I think WRXs are very cool. I can't really tell if they're overdone or not. There's a ton of videos on them, but I don't know whether that would just have me drown in the sea of WRX videos or not. But I think WRXs are cool. I want to build a drift car soon, because I've always wanted to, you know, get into drifting legally. Like I used to have a Mustang, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I'd like to learn how to get better at it too, because it is a lot of fun when you know how to do it right. Yeah, leave in the comments down below if you even get to this part of the video and don't like skip it or something. If you see this, what car would you guys like to see? What car would interest you guys the most? What car could I make videos on to help you guys learn about, or to help you guys work on? Yeah, just leave a suggestion, because I do read all the comments. I do respond to almost every comment too. Just real quick, let's see what I can do, lefty. Oh, that was ass. I'm surprised that even stuck. Oh shit. Oh, a 666. All right, sorry for wasting your time. All right, well, I took this thing out driving a little bit. It feels good now, a lot less power. It still spins in third, but everything's wet, so it won't spin normally. We're gonna go out with some friends, so I will catch you guys in the next video. See you later.
Cause that's where I stay. I just made 1,000, blew it in your face. I've been going in, I'ma close the case. I can't wait no more, man, I gotta blow today. Popping on the west side.